Delegates drawn from Machakos, Kitui and Makueni counties have endorsed Gor Semelang'o as their vice president in the Chamber of Commerce elections, which are around the corner. Semelang'o, who is now supporting Richard Ngatia as his president, said that they shall deliver unto business people by mobilizing resources to the counties. He added that he will lobby for the scrapping of CRB listing as the country is not stable, thus hindering small-scale business.
Okay, sawa. Thank you. My name is Evans Gor Semelang'o. I'm running for the Chamber Vice Presidency. And today I have come to Machakos County to meet all the Ukambani counties, that is Makueni, Kitui, and Machakos. We have agreed with them that we are going to work together. I am pleased and I'm very humbled to have gotten endorsement from them, so I'm very humbled. I have talked to them what we want to do for the chamber, especially for the county. We want to empower the counties. We'll be able to mobilize the resources and ensure that the counties are run efficiently. We'll be able to support them in paying for the offices and also the CEOs. In support of what my chairman, now chairman, Mr. Richard Ngatia has said, we are lobbying government and working with members of parliament to ensure that a bill is passed to ensure that government pays all pending bills or all LPOs that they issue after delivery within 90 days, failure to which they will be able to issue a promissory note to ensure that the traders or the business people can trade using that promissory note. Number two, I'm also urging the members of parliament and government to scrap the CRB listing because given the state of our economy, it is not in tandem with the reality of enlisting members of the public and businesses. That stifles growth because when we choke lending to SMEs, then which is the engine of growth, then our country will not grow. So we need to look for alternative measures. Our economy is not strong enough to support policies like CRB listing. Many Kenyans are listed, almost 300 and quarters of Kenyan population, so it stifles growth. We are urging government and members of parliament to be able to review that law and have it scrapped until our economy stabilizes, to allow SMEs to grow. And we are also asking that if the government would be able to set up funds to allow SMEs to borrow from that fund and at least give a grace period of 3 months and a tax vacation for such small businesses to grow. Because business is the engine of growth. So we are agreeing with the membership of these counties and their leadership that the governors, whenever they travel, they should be able to travel with members of Chamber of Commerce to allow them to be part of bilateral agreements that they sign. We want them to work together, listen to the business community. We're also seeking reintroduction of trade licenses so that Chamber can be able to grow its revenue for proper advocacy among its members and the population at large. We believe with the new leadership, with the new chairman that we have, Mr. Richard Ngatia, the chamber would go to the next level. We have no doubt in our mind that he has a good manifesto. I would be working with him closely to ensure that we have a vibrant chamber and that a chamber that is respected like other countries, and we will be able to represent the business community as a premier business membership organization. Thank you. Thank you. There is no wrangles. Okay. We have several subcommittees in the chamber to ensure that there is harmony among the membership and the leadership of the chamber. As you know, chamber is now led by people who are basically well educated and people who are understanding what business is, and majority of them now have recruited also members and we just came out of the county chamber elections. So we have new members and we have new leadership. That includes the chairman of counties and the vice chair, the membership, directors, and also regional directors. We have a regional director for the Lower Eastern, Mr. Simon here. So we have other regional directors. So we have a mechanism to be able to resolve our differences. So there's an ethics committee at the chamber level, at the national level. But we are working very closely with the counties. And that's what we want to do, to strengthen the counties and also introduce county adoptions by our embassies abroad. As you know, as a country, we've moved from other diplomacy to economic diplomacy. So we want every embassy to adopt at least one county to be able to support. And now we are asking for donors, World Bank, you said, and other donors to be able to support the chamber. Because now this is the premier business organization that has representation of people who have been elected among business players.
Of commerce. Today we hosted Evans Gor Semelang'o, matching the manifesto of Ngatia, and he could fit very well as the chamber vice president. What I can say is that the chamber is growing to a higher level. New members are being recruited, and we want to request all the county government to work with the chamber so that we can promote business, we promote employment, and we eliminate poverty. People with experience like Gor Semelang'o wants our national election to be around on 8th June, but already the other two candidates have backed down, and now they are supporting Richard Ngatia, who has a good manifesto, and I'm very sure from today, chamber is going places. We want to take our high position in the high table of business, negotiation and advocacy, so that we can now assist the business people to do business in a serious way, and also to unlock the potential of finance by negotiating with the financial institutions. Remember that Ngatia has negotiated with the Equity, which is the bank is going to provide 150 billion shillings for the SMEs in all the 47 countries.
We go to the same joint. He owns an entertainment. If I become his vice president, we'll be able to work with him perfectly because we share common friends and we share ideas together. I attended the launch of his manifesto, and it's also part of those friends of us, common friends, who asked me to step down for him so that he will be able to take the chamber to the next level. And I believe that the vision he has, the ideas he has, we can be able to share together and achieve those objectives that can make chamber great. Now, I am also young, so which means I have the energy, the drive to be able to push your agenda forward without saying, "Nimechoka sasa. This is my prime time. I am ready to give you service." With my corporate experience, I know the challenges you are going through as a simple businessman who is trying to make a living, and I am able to translate your frustrations and find ways on which we can be able to address them. Now, I have 4 issues which I believe if we work on, we can be able to address the issue of chamber. But the main problem in chamber, having gone around as well talking to other delegates, one is that the counties have been neglected. And we cannot grow a strong chamber without a strong county chapters. That we cannot do. Why the chamber is unique is that it's a premier business organization by virtue of being representative, that the officials are elected from the grassroots to national. That sets us apart from KEPSA and other business grouping. And therefore, my main focus would be basically, one is to mobilize resources. I was privileged to be one of those people who are architects of trying to mobilize the resources to get the donors to fund a youth empowerment program. Under KEPSA, the World Bank gives KEPSA 400 million every year, which I must admit should be able to come to the chamber. Because once we are able to get that kind of resources, majority of our young people out there don't have jobs, they don't have opportunities. So that is money which you can be able to tap into and bring it into the chamber. And apart from that, there are many other bonus, because without resources, we cannot grow a strong chamber. And I've gone around the world, I've been privileged to go around the world in terms of international business trade that I get involved in. And when you look at even China, Guangzhou Chamber of Commerce alone, chamber is a big thing in the world. It's big time business in the world. Because if you look at America, the president of Chamber of Commerce and its members have their own private jet. Every time the American president comes here, there's a delegation of Chamber of Commerce from the US who have their own plane. In other countries, you know, Chamber of Commerce, they have at least 10 permanent seats in the presidential jet, wherever the president of that particular country travels. What I want that to translate to is that we will have the same here. The chamber I will be able to help mobilize resources to ensure that the chamber chapters have enough resources to be able to run your programs. As it is now, there's a big problem in terms of chamber leadership at the
County Ayata.